Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my new channel Snow Star Tarot, where we are focusing on predictions and forecasts. So that's influences that are coming in for you. And in today's reading, we are going to take a look at the blessings that are coming your way. And I've put a time limit on the reading of a maximum of the next 3 months. Okay, so if you want some guidance to choose a card, we'll go into that next. Otherwise you can skip ahead. The timestamps are below. So take a moment to center yourself. Close your eyes if you need to and take a deep breath. And then think about the next 3 months, what blessings might be coming your way. When you feel ready, open your eyes and see which of the images you are drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one, that's absolutely fine. Listen to more than one reading. And remember that because they're general readings, not all the messages will resonate with you. They might do, but they might not. So take what does and leave behind what doesn't. Okay, my lovelies, I will see you in the readings. Hello there, Group 1. You have chosen the Passion card, and we've also got Lily in the reading. I waited a few minutes before I started to see if she wanted to move, but she's intent on staying here. So we'll have her in the reading and we'll take that as a sign. Now, this lovely Passion card relates to the blessing that's coming your way in the next 3 months, with Lily being here in the reading with her wonderfully strong feminine archetype energy and cat energy. The cats won't do anything that they don't want to do. And this Passion card is about something that you are passionate about is coming in for you in the next 3 months. So what I mean there is something that you've been wanting to do, something that might have been stopped or blocked for a while, or maybe you've had some obstacles, or you've even had some fears and insecurities to clear. That is coming in for you, that passion, something that you are passionate about doing, something that means something to you. It's coming in within the next 3 months. So the blessing is, it's like whatever it is that's been in the way, whatever it is that stops you is going to clear. And in the next 3 months, your passion is going to be ignited or reignited, and you are going to get to do the thing that you've been wanting to do. I feel that if you, oh, she's gone now, bless her. If you've been wanting to pursue something that could, you see, we've got the broomsticks on here, and I'm getting this sense of taking you higher, helping you to fly higher. So there could be something you've been wanting to do that you know is going to lift you up, but there's been something getting in the way. Well, in the next 3 months, it's like the way ahead is being cleared for you. The obstacles are being cleared away. And it's not that they're being cleared away, it's that you're clearing them away. You've done what you've needed to do to clear the way, you know, whether you realize it or not. The way is, the path ahead is going to be clear and straightforward for you because you have got to that point where you are ready. And this thing that comes in for you is going to ignite you and fill you with joy. For some of you, do you know, this could be a connection in your life that steps up to a higher level. It could be love, it could be friendship, but where there is much, I'm getting a sense of much more meaning, because the energy that I'm picking up the strongest with this lovely Passion card is this feeling of meaning and fulfillment is going to come in for you, especially if you feel like that has been lacking for a while. Those feelings are going to come in quite strongly. So that's absolutely wonderful for you. Now, I'm going to get some more cards, Group 1, to see what else this relates to with regards to this blessing, or if there's another blessing as well, because there might be more than one, you never know. We've got that card, we'll get 3, that one, and that one. We've got 36 wisdom, 40 signs. Got 2 indigo cards out and a blue one, 31 retreat. These two cards have both got clouds on them. So I feel that, yeah, there's something that has been quite confusing for you that is going to become clear to you. If you've been looking for an answer, the answer is going to come in. The solution is going to come in. You're going to get a realization or have an understanding about something that could be connected to what I've spoken about with this, the path clearing for you, or it could be something else, you know, where you have been searching for quite some time for an understanding or the answer to something, and that is going to come in the next 3 months. Especially with this wisdom card, this is like, I feel this is a big thing here for you that is relating to a life lesson that you might have been struggling to learn if there's been a difficult situation that you've been facing, or if something has maybe even triggered you a little bit. I feel that is, it's like I'm getting this very strong sense for the next 3 months for you. It's like things are just going to make sense. The path is going to be cleared. Obstacles you've been facing are being cleared away. And that is the biggest blessing that's coming in. But I feel that it radiates out into different areas of your life. So one of the things that I've picked up on so far is something that is going to really fulfill you, that you feel passionate about, that's this passion card that uplifts you, and fills your heart with joy. You know, don't we all want more of that going on in our lives, especially at this difficult time in the world? So I also feel like things are going to make sense for you. And this retreat card as well, I'm getting a sense that if you have been struggling with like some physical symptoms maybe, or emotional symptoms that have been affecting you physically, you know, like emotional pain is physical pain, or you've been feeling really upset and down at the same time, or you've been feeling really worn out. I am getting a connection to your emotions where something emotional has been manifesting physically for you, whether that be losing your energy or inner strength or motivation, you know, where it feels like there's been a loss of something. I feel as though you are going to get that back over the next 3 months. That is one of the blessings coming your way. And you are going to have this. It's like the retreat card here is giving me a sense of you getting a rest from whatever has been challenging you. It's like you are retreating from it. You are finding your inner power again, because there's on this card, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that there's a wolf superimposed on there on the mountain with those two ice blue eyes? The wolf energy is very, although they run with a pack, they're also very independent, like the term lone wolf. And I'm getting this sense of like the wolf will go off on its own when it needs to have some space from the pack, whether it's been feeling unwell or tired, or it just wants to have some alone time. And I'm getting the message for you, Group 1, over the next 3 months, a blessing that is coming in relation to that for you is that you are going to be getting some peace and quiet. If something has been on your mind and worrying you, that is fading away. And I feel that that's partly to do with this wisdom coming in here with this card, where you're getting understanding, you're getting clarity about something. And it's like, finally, you can breathe again. Finally, you can take a moment to relax and have 5 minutes to rest. You know, you might have been working hard at something, especially to move forward through something where there has been a lot of obstacles and challenges. And finally, over the next 3 months, the path is clearing. I've said that a few times now. It's because that message keeps coming into my head. The path is clearing. Spirit is putting that in my mind repeatedly. So bear that in mind. You know, you might even get some symbolism relating to paths and paths clearing. You know, you might hear that in other readings. You might see some images relating to paths over the next 3 months. We'll take that as a positive sign. And one of the animals that can relate to that as well is the stag energy. The stag and the deer, they often relate to finding your way. Okay, so I feel that another image that I get symbolically to do with this is the key. So if you see the word key or the symbol of the key comes up somewhere else, that is wonderful confirmation for you. And with this 40 signs card, I mean, I've just been talking about signs, haven't I? So it might be that you get some very clear signs over the next 3 months. to let you know that you are going in the right direction. So especially if you see anything on this card, there's a heart. These are dolphins. That's like a little cat type energy. There's a squirrel there. Squirrel is really good for a path clearing as well. And the cat came in, didn't she? Lily came in at the beginning of the reading. So look out for signs that are confirmation that the way is clearing for you. I mean, if you look at the signs on this card, on all of these cards, you've got anything to do with the wolf, the brooms, maybe. I've mentioned the key, haven't I? The key, finding the way, and pathways, and the stag and deer. Those are the images that have come up to me really strongly. And you've also got 2 number 4s here. That's 40 and that's 31, which adds up to 4. 4 is this number that can relate to things making sense, being structured in your approach, planning ahead, taking the action. On the negative side, 4 can relate to the obstacles and the fears and the restrictions. And I feel that that's the place that you've been in or that you're in right now. And this is what's going to change for you. It's like that pieces of the jigsaw falling into place, things making sense, you knowing what to do to move ahead. I'm going to get a couple more cards from this Cat Oracle deck. Actually, I want that one there, to get some advice from Spirit about what will help you over the next 3 months. And see if there are any more blessings that want to come through. We've got mystery. Take action. I mentioned taking action, didn't I, with the number 4 energy? Take a closer look. Yeah, this relates to number 4 as well, about things making sense, you know. At the moment, something that isn't making sense to you, Spirit is saying, look beneath the surface, look at what isn't obvious with the mystery card. Again, this is something about you not understanding something. Sometimes in life, we don't get the answers when we want them, and things are a mystery to us. So I feel that something that you have been wanting to make sense of, this mystery, is going to come into your awareness. This take a closer look. That Spirit saying, yeah, the answer is not obvious. Spirit saying, look below the surface and it will come to light for you. That's one of the blessings, is understanding and wisdom. And you've got doubt. Yeah, I mean, I feel with what you've been going through, group 1, there has been a lot of that doubt energy. I mentioned confusion at the beginning of the reading with the clouds and the mist on these 2 cards, because that can often relate to things that we aren't seeing clearly. And that's mirrored here in these other cards so beautifully. You've got confirmation of that things are going to make sense. That feels like a strong message that's coming through now, is something is going to make sense to you. And I am getting the message for a few of you that if you've been wondering what to do in regards to your life path or your career or work or some important thing that you want to do in your life, where you haven't been sure or you've been soul searching, you know, you've been going through a period of hesitation and doubt and confusion with all of that. One of these blessings, this big blessing that is coming your way in the next 3 months, is that is all going to make sense. You are going to know which way forward to take. You're going to know which path to take. I've mentioned the paths already, haven't I? And confusion is going to clear up. Clarity is going to come in. Things are going to make sense. Getting a couple of these cards as well. Oh, let's just have a look at that on the bottom. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. It's all coming together. Yeah, that's what it is. It's all coming together for you over the next 3 months. Something that has been perplexing you. You've not known what to do. You're going to find reason and action to take. And it's going to be something that aligns with what's in your heart. Something that fills you up with joy. Something that is igniting your passion. See what else we've got here. We've got inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. I've just been talking about the heart. It's going to fill up your heart with passion and love and joy. So this is about you really needing to listen to your heart. Group 1, this is about your heart telling you. So, you know, when you want to make decisions or figure out which path to take, sometimes it's really necessary to listen to what the head is saying. Sometimes we need to listen to the heart. Sometimes we need to listen to both. But there is a message coming through this reading about you tuning into your heart, because this passion on this very first card is about what ignites you, what fills your heart up with joy. So over these next 3 months, you are going to discover what that is. If you've been searching for it for a long time, it's going to become clear to you. And it's really important that you do follow what is in your heart. We've got birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. I feel that for some of you, you are going to be embarking on some kind of a new creative project that is really going to spark your interest. And it's going to give you a sense of something to look forward to when you get up in the morning, you know, especially when it's dreary, like if you're in the Northern Hemisphere and in the UK at the moment, we're going through that time in the autumn where there are a lot of grey skies and there's wind and there's rain. I find this weather quite exhilarating. It blows away the cobwebs, and that's maybe what needs to happen for you over the next 3 months, Greek one. But you are, this new path that you are embarking on, that you've been wanting to embark on and that hasn't been clear so far, it's becoming clear. And this is like this new energy that is coming in. It's a new path. You are bringing something new into your life that has meaning for you, that makes sense to you, where maybe this hasn't happened before, or at least quite in the way that it's going to come in for you. It feels quite important for your life path, for your life purpose. And what it is will be different for each of you, and it will depend on your own personal path. I do private readings. If you'd like more specific information on that, then there's a link below the video. Let's just get a couple more cards. We've got Soul Family, Call in Your Tribe, you don't have to do this alone, and Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. We've had that word devotion has come up twice now. Devotion, this is that heart energy again. Something really important connecting to your heart is coming in over the next 3 months. And for some of you, I mentioned this already, it could be a relationship that really fulfills you. You could meet someone new, or it could be an existing relationship. I feel that this message is only relevant to a few of you, though, where there is something very heart-centered about a person in your life that is coming in quite strongly over the next 3 months. And this Soul Family, Call in Your Tribe, you don't have to do it alone. If you are embarking on a new path with a new project, a new creation, a new job, or whatever this is for you, Spirit is just saying to you, the people that can help you with this are coming to you. Don't worry about that. You will come across the right people at the right time. And I feel that they are going to be the sort of people that are divinely guided into your life so that you can take the right steps forward that will really help you the most. So that sounds amazing for you, Greek one. I really hope you've enjoyed that reading. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoy your day. I'm sending you love from my heart to yours. Take care. I'll see you again. Hello there, Group 2. Thank you for joining me. You chose this lovely Receive card. I'm getting the sense of this card very much relating to the intuition. I feel like there could be the blessing that you receive over the next 3 months is like an awakening or an expansion of your psychic gifts. I feel like this is stepping up to a new level. So that depends on where you're at already. It could be that this is new to you and it starts off nice and gently with your intuition kicking in a little bit more, with you noticing your intuition more, with you starting to notice signs, repeating numbers, because signs connect to our intuition and they tell us a lot about our lives and ourselves and what's going on and what's coming ahead for us. So I feel that that's going to be stepping up for you. For those of you who are already developing your psychic ability, or you've got quite strong intuition already, this is another new level that you are going to, where it's going to become stronger and you're going to be trusting it more. You could even, for some of you, have like prophetic dreams or quite vivid dreams where you're really remembering what the dream is, and you're noticing symbolism in the dreams that you can look up on the internet to see what that's telling you, or you're noticing information that's quite relevant for your everyday life. This could also relate to maybe a small group of you who are interested in joining some kind of course or a psychic development circle. I can see you having an opening or expansion of your third eye. So there can sometimes be symptoms that come in with the third eye opening or expanding, and it's not always fun, especially if it hasn't happened to you before. Sometimes when the third eye starts to open, you start becoming aware of the truth in so many ways in every part of life, and that can be hard to swallow at times. It can be personal truth that comes in about yourself. It can be things that you're picking up on about other people. It can be things that are going on in the world that you're starting to see another layer to, or you're wondering if things are as they seem. So that's just kind of a gentle, really gentle reminder from Spirit, just to be aware of that yes, it's amazing to have a psychic ability and strong intuition that helps to guide you through your life. But there are two sides to everything, and Spirit is just saying, please be aware of that. It can be a lot to deal with depending on how much your psychic ability opens up. But do you know what? It feels really good. There's no alarming energy that I'm picking up in this reading at all. And especially when we look at the face of that little white hair there. She's got her eyes closed, looking up. She looks very content. And I feel for you, Group 2, that this is something that you are looking forward to. So this is a blessing for you and not a curse, because sometimes the psychic abilities can be seen as a curse and not a blessing. But for you, Group 2, it feels like a true blessing. And that is what this reading is about. So yay. Now, let's get some more cards, see what else Spirit wants to say, whether there's more information on this, or there possibly any other blessings that are coming in over the next 3 months. We'll see. We have got 39, Clear Endeavour. That is an interesting card for this reading. There is some interesting symbolism on here as well. We've got white doves. There's also a white owl there. There's this snowflake there right above her third eye. Can you see that? And the Aurora Borealis. This whole card is gives me this sense of magic and mystery, the mysteries of life, and it's got a very strong sense of clarity and peace and clear-mindedness, and that is the name of the card, Clear Endeavour, and that's really relevant for what I've been talking about with this psychic gift, where things are going to become clearer to you, the truth is going to become clearer. But this could also relate to something that you've been wanting to understand or get some information on. It's going to come in for you in the next 3 months. But there's Lily. Now that's lovely that she's come in, because cats are very psychic. They have a very strong psychic ability. They pick up on our thoughts and feelings and emotions so easily, don't you, sweetheart? They know all sorts of things that we don't know. They know what's going on. So that is a very positive sign in this reading. That might be a sign that you can watch out for, Group 2, are cats coming in, cat symbolism, to confirm that you are getting this sixth sense, this strong sixth sense and intuition. And she's rubbing against this Clear Endeavour card, isn't she? She's leaving her little spit all over it. Bless her. She dribbles when she purrs, don't you, sweetheart? Oh, so sweet. We have got Acceptance of Love, number 38. That's interesting. You've got 38 and 39 there, Group 2, which is lovely confirmation of forward progressing forward progression, things progressing, things moving ahead. And this acceptance of love, I feel that there is a situation in your life that has been quite difficult for you to go through in relationship to another person, and there's going to be like a clearing of, there's that clearing energy again, a clearing of the air between you and this other person, or just, it might not be that there's anything gone wrong or that there's any disharmony or any conflict or anything, but I feel that something might have been troubling you in regards to another person, and that it's going to become clear. It's like the air is going to be cleared, or tension is going to be released, and it might not be that there needs to be any need for conversation. There might be, or there might not be. I'm not picking up on that, but acceptance of love. I feel that with your psychic ability and intuition opening up, with your third eye clearing, this also opens you up to seeing love more in life, to seeing the love that is in life everywhere, in everything, even in the people and the situations that are difficult to see love in. I feel that you are going to be seeing that deeper love, that divine love, that spiritual love, where it's in, spirit is in everything. Spirit is love, and spirit is in everything. Even if we can't see that on the surface, it is there. So this awakening, this level of awakening that you're going through over the next 3 months, this wonderful blessing, is going to open you up to greater love. And that could then have this knock-on effect on any difficult situations or relationships in your life, where you might even be able to forgive someone from the past, or you might see things in a different light where they make sense more, and where something no longer upsets you, So that's lovely, isn't it? Let's see what else we've got. 24, be your best self always. And that's like this lovely mermaid figure here on a seahorse. I mean, seahorses and mermaids, they're magical creatures in themselves, and that magical energy, I feel, is here in this reading. And I feel that this message here, be your best self always, I feel that is coming to the surface with you, group 2, where there's a part of you that is unlocking as your heart is opening, as I've just spoken about. There's a part of you that is unlocking, that is allowing you to be in a more, to exist in a higher frequency to what you have done before. And this ties in so well with this, this like mind awakening, this third eye awakening and clearing, this intuitive sense getting stronger. It's all kind of linking in with this love frequency that links into the third eye, seeing love, seeing more clearly, and seeing the best version of yourself and other people. I feel that will become something that becomes easier for you, to see the best version of others and of yourself. That's really lovely. And to see the magic in yourself and others and in the world. I mean, that is a blessing in itself, because there's so much going on in the world at the moment that seems quite difficult and chaotic and challenging. If you can get that perspective of seeing the goodness in the world and all the magic that is actually there, that is a blessing in itself, isn't it? And do you know what? The number 24 in numerology, that is such a wonderful number. It is a number of love and expression of love and finding love and giving and receiving love. It's such a wonderful number. It's a number that where you help others without feeling burdened or resentful, where you are giving of yourself unconditionally and selflessly, and where that energy is coming back to you as well. It's about this equal energy of giving and receiving. So there may be something that comes in over the next 3 months, another blessing for you, group 2, where the good karma that you have been putting out so far is finally coming back to you. Something is coming back to you that you've been hoping and waiting for, maybe forgotten about, but it's coming back in. And then we have got number 11, make a decision. 11, that is a very spiritual energy to come in on the reading, and especially with what I've been talking about with the psychic gifts, because 11 is like this spiritual mirror that we often see, because I've spoken about seeing the truth more, haven't I, with the psychic expansion and intuition, where the number 11 can show us ourselves reflected in other people and all of life, but in a good way, you know, because you've got this positive, lovely, uplifting, loving energy that is coming in this reading, where you are seeing those good qualities, that loveliness in life, in yourself, in other people. Your vision is being cleared to see things in that way, to see beyond the surface appearance of things that are going on in the world, because what's going on in the world that's all chaotic and awful and our freedom's being taken away, it's only what's going on the surface and what we are being shown in the media. There are lots of other things going on, which I feel you are going to be noticing more and more and more. And this all connects back to what I've spoken about at the beginning, with you going through this third eye clearing, where you are going to be seeing more, but seeing the good, you know, it's like you'll see more of everything, but I feel that you're going to see more of the good. It's easy to see the negative. It's in our faces all the time. And we don't get all these lovely stories about wonderful things happening in the world, do we? Because it's all engineered to keep us in this state of fear and panic. But for you, group 2, I can see you having this vision of other things going on, of you seeing more clearly. Going to get a few of these dream interpretation cards, because I feel like these could be the perfect ones to use. We're connecting with what I've been speaking about. They're called Dream Interpretation Oracle Deck. I spoke about dreams earlier, didn't I? Number 5, art. So, yeah, I feel that part of one of the things that's going to happen to you over the next few months with this blessing that's coming in is, I've spoken about your heart, the heart energy, the love energy, the heart clearing and opening up and seeing more of the love in everyday life, your heart going to a higher frequency. This is like, this image is giving me, it's art as well, this sense of, this is like the emotion coming out of you, gushing out of you, you being moved by things. You might be moved by art that you see, by beautiful images or beautiful things in nature or beautiful films or heartwarming or moving things or things that are sentimental. It's this feeling of gushing emotion, you know. Some of you might be like quite emotional already. You know, we're all different. We're all made differently, aren't we? But I feel that this is connecting to your emotions really opening up and you becoming really emotionally connected or connected more to your emotions and feeling that energy more. This is like quite an important level of awakening for you, what is coming in over the next 3 months that is going to really open you up and lift you up to higher levels, group 2. We've got number 4, fighting. I feel that that's interesting. That's come out over the acceptance of love card because, yeah, I do think that there is some area of your life or some relationship where there has been some conflict, either from the present or the past. And it's like you're going to see beyond that now. You're going to see through that. That's one of the blessings, is you understanding a deeper level of something. And that helps you to see the love, the divinity in everyone and to embody that energy of forgiveness and acceptance. I've got 27 sailing, which is next to this card, that water card with the mermaid and the seahorse, isn't it? It's lovely. And we've got number 1, youth. So these two cards are giving me this sense of you setting off on a new path. This youth energy is like the new beginning of something. So I feel that the blessing that's coming in, this new opening up for you, this heart expansion, this third eye expansion, this things making more sense, the love coming in, you seeing below the surface of things, being moved by things. It's setting you off on this new path, on this new course that is, there are like new things, beginning things, because this youth energy, this is a new energy. This is like you getting in touch with newness, with naivety, with innocence, with a new chapter, with a new project, with something else that's new. It's opening you up to a new beginning that I feel is going to come in gradually as the months progress, maybe beyond the 3 months that I'm doing this reading is the time span for, where like the sailing card, this is like you steering your ship the way that you want to go it, where you thinking about where you want to head. It's like you are the captain of your ship. Where do you want to go? You want to go on a new path, on a new journey where things matter to you, things are meaningful to you, where love is the center of your decisions, or where you're connecting with your psychic gifts and intuition more. Okay. So I really hope that you have found that reading useful, group 2. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a lovely day. I'm sending you love from my heart to yours. Take care. Hello there, group 3. You chose this lovely self-belief card. Isn't that wonderful? You've got the new moon on there as well. I feel that the blessing that's coming to you over the next 3 months is some kind of a new beginning that you've been really hoping for, where in the past, I feel like there is, I'm getting a sense there's a big lesson, a big chapter closing out for you that you've been, like there's a big lesson you've been working through for quite a long time that has been connected to your self-worth, self-confidence, your self-belief, where you've had a lot of challenges relating to this, and it might have stalled you in a lot of ways where things have been stopped or slowed down or delayed, or you've hit a brick wall or had a lot of obstacles. I feel that the blessing in the next 3 months is this is clearing for you. There's a new path emerging where you are not afraid anymore to take a step that you've been afraid to take in the past, where you are setting your sights on where you want to go, and where there has been doubt and confusion and uncertainty, you are clearing that out. It's like you might felt as if you've been in the fog for a while, not knowing where you're going, not being able to see the path ahead, and it's been unpleasant. It's made you feel, maybe you've been a little bit anxious or worried, or you've got really fed up with it. So this big influence that is coming in for you in the form of a blessing is clearing, and you are learning this important self-belief lesson. So if you've been doubting yourself or not trusting the decisions that you make, I feel like if you've had an important decision to make and you haven't been able to because you've been worrying about which is the right choice, should you do this, should you do that, there are too many choices, or you want to know what the outcome is, I feel that is going to, I'm getting this feeling of stability is going to settle within you. It's like you're becoming more stable within yourself because you are developing more self-belief. Now, let's get some more cards from that deck. This very same deck that I've got this first card from. I haven't used these cards yet. They're actually new. I feel really called to use them for your reading, group 3. I'm going to get 5. Let's have a look. We've got magical properties, ingredients, Oh, that's quite interesting. That strikes me as quite a similar energy there. Magical properties. You've got like the hair stirring in the ingredients into this cauldron, and then you've got that ingredients card underneath. Then you've got curiosity, nourish, another cauldron that is being stirred with ingredients in. How interesting is that? And then you've got judging the moment. That is lovely. So yeah, this lovely judging the moment here. I feel as though you might have like, how can I put this into words? I'm getting a strong feeling through that. I'm finding it difficult to put into words. Bear with me a moment. Yeah, it's like all of a sudden in the next few months, it's like you're going to feel as though you've been in a straitjacket and then the straitjacket has been taken off. And this straitjacket has kind of been representing your lack of self-belief, your lack of trust in yourself or in life or in spirit. And it's been restricting you, and it might have been causing fear-based reactions or decisions and choices where you haven't been able to listen to your intuition or listen to your heart, where your head has been throwing in what if scenarios or not being very helpful in helping you to understand a situation or a relationship or a lot of things, you know. And so it's like you felt as if you've been wearing a straitjacket where you've been quite restricted by self-imposed restrictions like a lack of self-belief, low self-worth, where it's been stopping you, limiting you from doing certain things, from making certain decisions. And so the blessing that is coming in over the next 3 months, I said at the beginning, it feels like a really big lesson that you've been learning that is coming to a close, or not like closing completely, because do you know what? We're always learning. We're always learning more and more levels of the same lesson. It's a lifelong journey. But this for you, Group 3, feels like a big deal. It feels like you're taking a big step up instead of just a small step forward. It feels like a big step up, where it's like this judging the moment is giving me this sense of you jumping for joy. I think something is going to come in or happen, or you're going to realize something, or you're just going to wake up one day and feel like that, like these heavy restrictions, these limitations or burdens, or even maybe they've manifested as high expectations that you've put on yourself. It's like it's going to be released, and you're going to feel lighter and freer and more liberated. And you could wake up one day just feeling that way, where you suddenly realize you feel different to how you felt for a long time, or you suddenly realize that you just feel different altogether. Like there's a sense of optimism or a spring in your step that you haven't had before, or you start trusting in life a little bit more, or something that has really worried you deeply doesn't seem like such a big problem anymore. And as I've mentioned about these ingredients and the cauldron coming up on 3 of these cards, that is such a strong sign. We've also got the moon on 4, 2 crescent moons and 2 full moons. I mean, the full moon signify the end of a chapter. The crescent moon signify the new chapter. So this is a big new beginning for you. I feel that this relates very much to how you feel about yourself, rather than being reflected in something that's going on around you. I feel that this is you waking up to a new you one day. It's like you will find these ingredients in your life, things that nourish you more. It's as if you will realize what you need to do to improve your life. I do get this sense of well-being and health connected to these cards, you know. We've also got, there's like, this is like potions, a shelf, there's a jar and a bottle there, and that's a lovely key there. I feel that there is a strong sense connected to your health and well-being, or your lifestyle, something like that is going to change for you over the next 3 months, where you're going to feel better and where you're going to be taking important steps to make improvements in that, where you are going to want to nourish your mind, body and soul in a way that you haven't done before. And I feel that this is part of the blessing that's coming in for you, this new chapter. Once these restrictions have been released, the blessing, when the blessing comes in, it's like you've got this new zest for life, and you want, I'm getting this feeling that you want to make some changes in your life. You might want to make some changes to your diet or to your exercise regime, or to how you spend your leisure time. It's like you want to spend time doing things that are more important to you and things that are going to make you feel better, because I feel that this is very much connected to you feeling better on the inside, and how you realize and understand that by feeling better on the inside, that's what makes the outside feel better, as in your physical body, but also extending into your world, into your life. And you having this realization, when you believe in yourself, when you take those steps where you trust yourself, you start to realize that you can create the life that you truly, truly want. And so I feel that this next 3 months, this blessing is you having this realization, this understanding that comes in, this chapter closing out, which opens up this new way of life to you. And it's at the beginning stages of it. I feel like this is a door opening, and you're going to reach this point in the next 3 months of where you're thinking about what you want to do next. What step do you want to take through this door? Do you want to hop through the door, skip through the door, totter through the door? Do you know what I mean? It's like, how do you want to take your next steps? I feel that this blessing that's coming in is opening a part of you up that has been closed down for quite a long time, and it's restricted you, and it's you're opening up, and it's like it changes you on the inside in such a significant way that you're going to start thinking and feeling about things in a different way, and maybe thinking about things that you haven't thought about before, and thinking about changes that you want to make in your life that you haven't thought about before. Maybe you have, but you haven't known what changes to make or how to go about them. Or maybe you've tried to make the changes and nothing has worked or nothing has stuck, and you keep coming back to that point of feeling like you're in the straitjacket again. So this is this feeling of you breaking free, feeling lighter, feeling more connected to life, and really thinking about what you want to do next. What are your next steps in your life's journey? What excites you? What do you want to do now that you feel freer and you're trusting yourself more and you've got more confidence and more courage is coming in? It's like you've had some really difficult lessons that have related to that, where you've been learning some really hard life lessons like that. Life has tested you and trialed you and given you lots of challenges and tribulations, and you've been learning those lessons really hard, group 3. And now it's like you are being rewarded with that, seeing the results of that coming in, where this is very much connected to how you feel, and a brand new chapter opening up for you. I just glanced at the clock on the camera and it was 11:56. And that translates to 11:11, because 5 and 6 is 11. 11:11, that is a very strong symbol of like spiritual awakening, or awakening to your purpose, awakening to your path, and awakening to meaning, bringing meaning into your life. This is you at the beginning of a new chapter, and you deciding what you want to do. This is what's coming in over the next 3 months. You don't need to make big decisions right now. This is a spirit saying, take your time. This is a new avenue opening up to you. And that's happening over the next 3 months for where you want to take your life in the future. Let's just get a few more cards. Get these from the Cat Oracle deck to see what advice Spirit wants to give in relation to this, because this feels like a big thing that's happening for you. We'll just get 3 to start off with. So we have got tenderness, courage, and cheekiness Yeah, it's all very relevant. That lovely tenderness card there. This is about you needing to be really gentle with yourself as you embark on this big, wonderful change that is coming in for you and this new chapter. You don't need to rush into anything. You don't need to beat yourself up over anything. You need to be really kind to yourself. You need to give yourself lots of love, lots of time, lots of self-care, and lots of like open heart and open mind to figure out the next steps. Spirit is saying there is absolutely no rush. This is something to take your time with. I'm getting that message quite strongly for you. This courage card is wonderful in the middle here for what I've been talking about throughout the reading, isn't it? Group 3, where courage, confidence, self-belief, self-worth, self-trust, all of those things are very strong, closely and strongly connected to each other. One influences the other. And this is like you having the courage now to set off on a new journey, to start taking steps and taking action and making plans for things that you were too afraid to do before, things that you might have held yourself back with before. This is you finding the courage. That's one of the blessings to come in, is you finding the courage to move forward with things that you've been holding back on for whatever reason. And then the cheekiness and energy there in that card. This is Spirit reminding you to have fun, be kind to yourself, love yourself and play, have fun, stay light-hearted, stay in the moment, be silly, jump for joy, sing for gratitude, laugh a lot, fill your life with these light and love-filled and laughter-filled moments, especially if you do feel any of this past energy creeping back in with the self-doubt, with the lack of self-belief. If you find that creeping in at all, Spirit is saying, do something silly, do something to change your energy, to lift yourself up, laugh, sing, dance, whatever it is. Just have fun and remember to play, and play with an animal. If you've got an animal, they are great for helping us to break up the energy when we get a little bit stuck or we feel a little bit down. They're great for helping us in that way. So that is a wonderful energy for you to come in for you over the next 3 months. A wonderful blessing, Group 3. You are going through a big change, a big chapter's closing out and a new one is beginning, and it's going to be time for you to think about what you want to do next. So I really hope that you've enjoyed that reading, my lovelies. Thank you for joining me here. I'm sending you love from my heart to yours. Take care. Hello there, Group 4. You chose the lovely stargazing card. Look at that. For your blessings over the next 3 months. Now, this is giving me a sense of something big that's coming into your life. Maybe not necessarily in the material, physical sense, but I'm getting this feeling of connection. It's like connection to something bigger. So this is like feeling very, very deeply connected to yourself, life, the universe. And it could be that you get this deep understanding that comes in. It's hard for me to put this into words. It's really strange. It feels like very ethereal, something like, this is like a feeling that's going to come into your life, into you, something that you haven't felt before. And it might not sound like a blessing, how I'm describing it right now, or not describing it, finding it difficult to put it into words. But a feeling like this, it's kind of leads to this sense of knowing that you belong, feeling that everything is going to be okay, feeling that you're not alone, that you are being cared for, watched over, that there are divine, benevolent forces that are working in your favor to help you. It feels like maybe you've been going through a difficult time where you felt isolated or lonely or maybe a bit disconnected, or it's felt like things haven't been going right for you and you've been wondering, is nobody looking out for me? Are you helping me, Spirit? You might have been asking some good big questions or having some big feelings of loneliness or wondering what's going on or what you're doing. But I feel that the blessing that's coming your way, it's coming in this feeling, a realization that something very deep within you will feel as though it's settling, will feel as though it's making sense. And it's like you'll get this sense of connection to something much, much bigger than yourself. Let me get some more cards. I want to try to articulate this better for you. Group 4. That's got a lovely meditate card on the bottom. Yeah, I mean, that feels quite relevant to the energy of this feeling, because it feels like something outside of yourself, but it's really something inside of yourself that is waking up and connecting in a deep way that you've never known before. I hope that makes sense to you. And it could be that you experience this feeling or realization when you are having a quiet moment, like maybe, like the card says, maybe you will be stargazing, maybe you'll be looking at the sky and something will fall into place and you'll have this sense of belonging and connectedness like you've never known before. Let's see what else we've got. Courage. Keep your path clear. Yule. And Hearth. Oh, that's lovely. Do you know what? When I picked up the cards before I started the reading, I always give them a shuffle. And that Hearth card was on the bottom and it's popped up in the reading again. So it obviously wants to come out and give you a message. This Hearth card, though, is giving me this feeling of home, feeling safe, feeling connected, feeling like you belong. So one of the blessings that might come in over the next 3 months is actually meeting someone that gives you that feeling of home. Whether it's a spiritual home or a sense of home where you live. You might feel connected to your community, but it might be a feeling that you get with another person. And I feel like the biggest blessing that's coming in for you over this next 3 months is a feeling of belonging. Whether you have moved to a new home or are moving to a new home in the next 3 months, or it's to do with your job, your career, or discovering something about yourself or something that you want to do. It's a big feeling that's coming in, and it's like belonging, it's connectedness, and it's something that makes sense. And it could give you, we've got courage here, it could give you this sense of this feeling of taking a big step that you haven't been able to take before, and maybe seeing a path clear. The path ahead is clearing where something has been confusing to you. It's interesting. I mean, both of this courage card and this stargazing card have both got mountains in them as well, where it's maybe felt like, or it will feel like, have you ever stood on the top of a mountain or at least a big hill and you've looked at the view around and it's been so humbling that it's made you feel both small and huge at the same time, because you realise how each of us are so small and insignificant in this enormous world and universe. But at the same time, you feel so very connected to everything, and you feel this sense of how everything is connected, how you are connected to everything. Gosh, I am having difficulty putting this feeling into words. It feels so profound. And this is to do with the blessing that comes in for you, where it's this sense of profoundness that could really blow your mind and open up your heart in a way like you've never experienced before. And it's like you could get some huge clarity come in as well. We've got this courage card, and I mentioned here about seeing the path ahead much more clearly. And we've got this card underneath that says, keep your path clear. So I feel that you are going to get this sense of understanding, of realization, especially of something that might not have been clear to you. It could be that you get this sense of knowing of what it is that you need to do as part of your life purpose. You know, if there's something that has eluded you, or you've been searching for what it is that you need to do to have meaning in your life or to make a difference in the world, that is going to come in over the next 3 months for you and make sense. That is your blessing, group 4. We've got this Yule card, Return of the Light. And if you listen to this reading, when it goes out, we've got Yule, the Yule time coming in, haven't we, with Christmas, because it relates to Christmas time. The return of the light, Christmas was originally celebrated around the solstice, which is when the light comes back in, because in the Northern Hemisphere, we're in the time of darkness at the moment, where the days are getting shorter and shorter, and the Yule celebrates this return of the light. And I feel that that could be so relevant for you, group 4. You might have been going through a winter phase yourself, or with us being in the Northern Hemisphere, it might have felt like something has been not very clear to you, because we've got this Keep Your Path Clear. These cards are so tying in so very well to each other. It's such wonderful synchronicity. And I think that's quite relevant for how you're going to feel over the next 3 months, group 4, where things are going to make sense. Things are going to become clear. The light is going to shine on what was unclear, or what was hidden from you, or anything that didn't make sense. Because the other thing to do with the stars, this stargazing card, is that the stars are there to guide us. They shine light upon our path ahead, and that's what's going to become clear to you. This is the blessing for you, group 4. Things are going to become clear over the next 3 months about what you need to do. Let's get some more cards. Let's get some more messages for you. We've got gravity on the bottom of that card, which is an interesting card for this reading as well. These are big energies for you. Gravity can relate to needing to feel grounded, and I'm feeling very ungrounded doing this reading because this energy is so big. It's like it's going to connect you with spirit, or the spiritual energy, or the energy of the universe, something way beyond the physical realm. I feel that some of you could get some lovely insight coming in relating to that. And that gravity card is the need to be grounded, needing to be grounded, because with your heart and mind opening, with this big energy that's going to come in, it could lift you off your feet. Do you know what I mean? In a wonderful way, though. And you might need to make sure that you are very, very grounded when that happens. We've got speed, movement and speed. And the word momentum came into my mind then as well. So we've got speed and animals. That's lovely. And rock. Rock, again, relates to an energy of needing to feel grounded. And it also says endurance on that card, which can tie into this mountain energy, where it might have been feeling as though you've been climbing a very steep mountain for quite a while. And over this next 3 months, one of the blessings that comes in is that it's not going to feel like that anymore. I feel like that climbing a mountain energy is going to end, and you're going to feel like you know what to do next. And this speed card is something happening really fast for you. If you've been feeling like you've been a bit blocked or slowed down recently, that's changing over the next 3 months, especially as I put this card on the left. This was the first one to come out. I feel like this could happen quite quickly. As you're listening to this reading, it might be that you're sensing this energy coming in, or it might come in tomorrow as you're listening to the reading, where things suddenly speed up, where you suddenly feel like you're getting moving again, where things happen quickly for you. And you can take these big leaps where you've been taking tiny little steps that have been really annoying and slowing you down. And Spirit is saying the path is clearing. You will know what to do. So yay. The animals card is so lovely because it's got this energy that reminds me of this hearth energy and the Yule energy. These 3 cards here give me this sense of comfort and warmth and feeling loved and cared for and snuggling up, you know. It may be like, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere or you're in a country that experiences the cold and winter, when you're listening to this reading, it's giving me this sense of feeling safe and warm, and maybe just putting your feet up for a little while and having a think about things and a reflect on things, and having some cuddles with someone you love or an animal that you love, and being nice and warm, maybe opening some presents and seeing the light coming in. The light is shining its way on something that has been eluding you. And I feel like, I think I mentioned as well about a connection with another person or a being. It could be an animal, because we've got the animals card there, where you feel this wonderful deep connection that is coming from your heart. You know, your heart is opening up, because I feel like with this big realization that's coming in, it's coming in for you, group 4, because your heart is opening. And when the heart opens, we feel this sense of connection to others that goes much deeper than it normally does. And I feel that that's going to be one of the blessings that comes in for you over the next 3 months. So yay. And this endurance rock card here, as I said, I'm getting this sense of groundedness with this. And have you seen, look at the image on there, if you can see it, the stars are there again, the lovely stars that were on the stargazing card. So you've got stars showing up quite strongly in your reading, group 4. The other meaning to do with stars is wishes, making wishes upon a star. So this might be a time for you to make some wishes, or to make some wishes happen. There might be some things coming in that you had forgotten about that you've wished for, you know, little wishes along the way, and they could come in for you over the next 3 months. I would say for sure, because you've got this lovely star energy here. And the stars as well, as I've said, they relate to receiving guidance, which also relates to these things becoming clear. I'll get some more of these cat cards. We've got attitude, desiring belonging on the bottom. I've mentioned belonging, haven't I, in this reading, about feeling this sense of belonging to this connectedness to spirit, to the universe, to other beings, to a sense of belonging maybe in your community or in your home. Oh, it is wonderful. It is a lovely feeling. I think that, you know, if you've been struggling over the last few weeks or months with feeling like this is what's going to be changing in a really big way for you. I want to get that card. We have got desiring transformation. Yay. So I think that with that coming in, I feel that one of the energies that this change will bring in for you is how you see things. I think that you're going to start seeing things differently, which is going to inspire you to make some new choices, to make some wonderful positive change over the next 3 months. And we've got fall. That's the, it says a quiet joy of transition. So that's autumn, which we are in at the moment at the time of recording at the Northern Hemisphere. The quiet joy of transition. And that card is transformation. So you are going through a big change at the moment, group 4, from one phase to another, where you are going to be seeing things quite differently and in a really wonderful way. Let's get one more of those. Number 1, cuddling. Oh, lovely. And that's on top of the animals card. Yeah, I said, didn't I, about this lovely feeling of feeling warm and comfortable, snuggle up to an animal or a loved one. That is going to be an important thing for you over the next few months, group 4. And that is going to feel like a true blessing for you. Some of you might want to snuggle up to spirit, you know, because that earlier card I showed you was meditate, wasn't it? Where you might feel this deep sense of connection with one or more of your spirit team. It could be your guardian angel, a spirit guide, or someone who has crossed over could come through quite strongly to you over the next 3 months. And that is a wonderful blessing in itself. So I really hope that you have found great joy in that reading, group 4. I'm sending you love from my heart to yours. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.